Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the LA Chargers. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to... At the 22.
Here we go, start. 19, Charger, 19.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Daniels. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Off the play fake, Daniels. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Dayon Henley from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check, hold 70, hop 70. 3. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hampton will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Vikings, 60.
Now Daniels. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Daniels. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Daniels looking to throw. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
Ready. Ready.
Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack that has stopped him short of the first down. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Daniel's going to throw for it. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
At the 6-yard line.
First carry for Najee Harris. And they work this out past the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
26-yard line.
Set. 380.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Now a 2nd and 10.
The 27-yard line.
Here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chargers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's to Marion Hampton out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deep to return is Darius Davis. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Herbert going to give to Hampton.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Open man here is Conklin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A run once more with Hampton. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Herbert. Now he's into the clear again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing to start the drive, Daniels. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Ready. Fix the Eagles!
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Open man, right side, that's McConkey.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Herbert changing things up. Now they'll audible to something else. Harris running straight ahead.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert now. Work in the middle of the field. He's got him man complete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Hampton going to try to punch it in.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Touchdown! And Marion Hampton on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Commanders, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Operating from the gun, Daniels eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Daniels from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going. And we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Daniels going to try to sneak.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And this is going to be incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try to move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try to get position for at least 3 points.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They got 29 yards that time.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Again, Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Yeah, we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Chargers 28.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Second and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. That's swung out wide to Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Now it's Herbert.
That's complete to his running back, Hampton.
So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Daniels.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Put your money down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Quentin Johnston.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Commanders 10.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Deion Henley.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Escaping a tackler at the 25.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Running on first down, Eckler.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop.
No, it's out. It's loose.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, but we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the delay, here's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Ready.
Eckler now between the tackles. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Let's go now. Ready.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Charger 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. It's Eckler again. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because They handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll work inside here, Hampton.
And some room to work.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Allen!
Marion Hampton, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
17 yards. First down, Washington.
Ready.
Samuel in motion.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. So no gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Set. Strike. Ready. 33. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And the Commanders first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Chargers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.